Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of this 3-part series on how to lose belly fat. So if you missed the first part, scroll back, there's a swipe up thingy and you can rewatch the first part on Instagram TV. Now, I'm just going to build up from where I left off with why everything's, as I was saying, everything's all to do with hormones and having your cortisol imbalanced or balanced, and then when cortisol's balanced, everything else falls into place. I then briefly spoke about biofeedback markers as well. Now, how do you then go about identifying or correcting your cortisol problems? Now, simple tests you can do yourself: blood pressure, low blood pressure versus standing and lying and standing. If your blood pressure changes a lot, that's a good sign of some form of adrenal problem. Low blood pressure, adrenal problem. Constant dizziness, adrenal problems. Also, you can do a light flashing eye test across your eyes, but you need someone to do that for you. Now, you can test with a saliva test, which is the most accurate way to test for cortisol issues. Now, whether you're too high or too low will depend on how your treatment plan, not treatment, I can't use that word, your plan to try and get rid of your belly fat. Now, inevitably, for most people, it's going to go down one of two ways. Number one, you're going to go down a high fats diet, or number two, you're going to go down a high carbs diet. Never, ever, 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 ever have I put anyone on a high protein diet. Well, back in the day, before I knew what I know now. So protein wise, very rarely go above 2.2 times per kilo body weight, ever. Most people, I sit between 1.6 to 1.8. And you see, I've got a lot of people lean, I have a lot of people in good shape. So you're either going to go down a high fats or a high carbohydrate diet, whichever way you're best suited to, and whichever one you can best digest, which is also the key point. Now, inevitably, what you're looking to try and do initially when trying to drop belly fat is to keep a consistent blood sugar level. So what does that mean? Your blood sugar doesn't drop, which is going to create an unnecessary spike in your cortisol to manage your blood sugar levels. So you're just trying to keep a nice constant flow of energy. So whether that's carbohydrates, it means you're constantly eating low GI carbs, or whether that's fats, you're then eating fats at correct times and the correct types of fat. Because a lot of people like to work off the glycemic index. However, you've also got to look at the insulin index. If you haven't heard of the insulin index, I highly recommend taking a look at it. In my opinion, it's more of a useful tool for body composition over glycemic index. And when you compare some of the big ones, you'll see why. So when you're looking at it nutritionally, number one, you're trying to drop belly fat. Rule one, do not starve yourself. Do not go on a rabbit diet. Do not go on a T-Rex chicken broccoli diet. You need to put fats or carbohydrates into your body consistently to help you manage your blood sugar levels. Rule number one. Rule number two, do not overeat protein. Why? Liver overtaxes your detoxification system and it doesn't allow for correct repair and regrowth of your body, which is what you're inevitably trying to do. You're trying to make your body go into a happier state. Rule number three, do not assume. Do not assume you're high cortisol, low cortisol. You need to do a test. If you cannot afford a test, look at biofeedback coaching. If you can't afford biofeedback coaching, just keep it simple. Fuel your body throughout the day with either carbs or fats. Don't drink olive oil, don't drink coconut oil. Use butter, use lard, use avocados, use nuts, use animal fats from a grass-fed natural wild source. Those are the good types of fats. And if you're looking at carbohydrates, your rice, your potatoes, if you can handle oats, oats. Some fruits. Fruits are very good, especially after meals. They'll help you with digestion. Before and after workouts, very good. Don't kill yourself in the gym doing morning, lunch, evening, cardio. And don't do cardio. Want to lose belly fat? Do not do cardio. That's the big takeaway. Do some sprints, don't do cardio. Well, I hope this helps. Part 3, I'm going to go into training and how to train to lose body fat. Hope you have a great day.